I mean, he was very brave.
He survived a death camp and 5 concentration camps.
Humble, kind, wise.
Jerry Lista lived through the Holocaust, and he was dedicated to telling his story.
I never even had seen or knew these existed.
His daughter Sharon Lista found these documents dating back to the 1940s while looking for her mother's passport.
And then I came across these, and I was like, oh, what's this? And that's where I found the paperwork.
I think he wanted his story told still.
And with her fiance by her side, kept finding more.
And I just started looking at them, and the first one I opened up was from Dachau, signed by the camp secretary.
A week and a half after the first discovery, Jerry Lista passed away after a 1.5-year battle with Alzheimer's.
He always called himself a miracle. It was a miracle. He said there was no reason for me to survive. But there was a reason for him to survive.
Lista's family sees that in these pieces of history and knows that this...
Hello.
This is Sharon. This
Hi.
is Jerry's daughter.
I'm honored to meet you. Thank you.
This will help preserve his legacy.
So whatever they diagnosed, maybe they felt that he was going to recover from it.
Brad Bauer is the chief archivist at the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum. He heard what Sharon had found.
That's his certificate of naturalization, and your mother's as well?
Yeah, my mother's, so they show the name changes on the back.
Right.
And flew from Washington, D.C. to meet her.
As an archivist, I think sometimes trying to piece together the pieces of the puzzle of a family's story or an individual's history. That's both a challenge, but it's also something that I think motivates many people who are in my profession.
Which is why he's here.
Listening to the stories that the family has to share. They know the most about this history.
The Listas know that.
Would you want all of these? Or?
Yes,
Okay.
certainly, certainly.
And are donating the documents to the museum.
Judging by how worn they are, typically that means they kept them in a special place, maybe in a billfold. They were carried around from home to home over years and over decades.
As time goes by, discoveries like this become more rare.
And there's so few survivors now.
It's also become a critical part to never forgetting the Holocaust.
To gather information about individuals and families, so that when people research studies speak about the Holocaust, there will be names and faces of distinct individuals and not just statistics.
And never forgetting Jerry Lista.
So I think it's important if we do find things to share them in a place that they'll live long beyond our lives.